Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I'll be showing how to get the mole egg in Egg Hunters 1 in Alternate Universe. So yeah, let's get started. So first off, I do want to point out this is a fan-made game. You will not earn any hats or accessories for getting eggs this game. You will just get some badges, so still pretty cool, but just no ads for this one. This egg spawns in the Irma's Island subworld, and you need the Jade Ticket egg to access this subworld. So if you do not have the Jade Ticket egg, I will leave a tutorial in the description to help you unlock that one first, so that you can reach this Irma's Island subworld. But once you do get to the Irma's Island subworld, you will need a couple of steps in order to get this one. Firstly, you will need to find a hammer, and there are many locations on where this hammer is, but I'll be showing you the one that's the easiest to get to and the closest to spawn. So right here at the spawn point, you actually want to head over towards that little campsite over there that you might see in the distance. It might be a bit difficult, but it's where all those gray tents are. So from the spawn, you want to head up towards like the top left direction until you do reach that campsite, and it should have the letter A on the bottom to tell you they at the right campsite. So right over here, as you can see from the spawn point, you want to head over towards this campsite, and it has the letter A on the bottom. And right over here on the top left hand, you can see there's a red hammer inside, and once you get here, you want to hold E in order to pick the hammer up. It might be a bit different on different devices. Like mobile, you might just have to hold, like tap your finger and hold it there, but for computer, you need to hold E, and then you should have this hammer. The next step, you want to go towards these fields. Like there's one right over here, right behind the campsite, and there could be a mole egg in them. And as you can see, there's one actually right here. And your goal is to actually hit the mole egg a couple of times before you can actually collect it. So right over here, you go next to it, you can hit it, and then it will teleport away to another field. As you can see, it just dug away, and it will teleport away to another field. So you need to hit it 3 or 4 times in order to actually get the egg. And I would definitely try to see if anybody in the server has the Egg Dar game pass so that they could tell you if it did spawn, because you might be just looking around the field and it hasn't even spawned yet. So this is the first field. The second field is actually up there on the top left. So just keep climbing up this little mountain right behind this field, and there's going to be another little field as you keep climbing up. Right over here, once again, it's just from this campsite to that field, and right over here is the next mole field. There were actually 2 moles here, but one did actually look like it did despawn, but there's also another mole right here, so you can just hit it, and then it will just dig away into another field, so you need to go look for it again in another field. So the next fields are actually on the opposite side of the map. So right over there in between those little brown mountains, you want to go into that passageway, and the other fields will actually be right there. But I just went right back to the first field, and the mole is actually right over here. So once again, I'm going to hit it, and it did bury away into another field. So right over here from the campsite and the first field, you want to follow this path and go in between these 2 mountains and keep going straight. You can see the ruins in the distance, and you want to use that as a guide to keep going forward until you do reach a field. So right over here, as you keep going towards the ruins from the first campsite, there is also another field on the right side right over here. And there isn't a mole egg here at the moment, but the mole egg could spawn here. The other fields are both on the left side and the right side of this first field. So right over here, first on the right side, you can actually see it just by walking a bit. There's this field right over here, and you can also see from the spawn point, if you just look to the right of the spawn, you can also see this little field as well. And there's actually a mole egg right over there, so I'm actually going to go ahead and hit that mole egg with the hammer right now and see if I can actually get it. So right over here, you just want to click and hit it, and as you can see, it did bury away once again. And the final field is once again go back up from this one to the 4th field, and this one is going to be on the left turn instead of the right turn. So just keep going straight to the opposite side from where the field you were just at, and you should be able to actually find the field on the left. And if you pass by this campsite on your way there, you can see there's another hammer in this tent right over here. So if you did not get it the first time, you can find it there. And there is also a hammer next to the 5th field. Right over here, if you just keep going straight, you should see on the left side there is the field, and there's also a mole over here. And the hammer is also in the top corner over there. So over here, try to hit the mole with the hammer, and it did bury away once again. So you just keep going until you basically do actually get the mole. And right over here, I did actually find a 6. So when to go forward to the ruins, on the left side of the ruins, there's going to be another field right over here. But just to show you compared to other fields where it is, right over there was the 3rd field, right over there was the most recent one, and right over here is the 6th field. Now this might be a bit confusing because I did label them all with numbers. It might be a bit hard to remember where all of them are, but if you just keep looking around, since the map is a bit small, you should be able to find all 6 just by looking by yourself. But I did find the mole once again, so if I'm just going to hit it and try again to see if it buries away. Right over here, look at it, and it just vanished. It did not bury away, so that means you should be able to actually get it. So yeah, just look at it, and if it did not go into the ground and it just vanished, that means you have actually gotten the mole egg. So yeah, hopefully this video was a bit helpful to you guys. Finding these fields might not be the easiest thing, but if you just look around once again and search on your own, you should be able to find a majority of them. But yeah, hopefully this tutorial was a bit helpful to you guys, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.